resident engineer materials and quality. This is our second session for the concrete. Today we will discuss about the mixed design of the concrete. For the concrete mixed design, there are generally four types of mixed design. One is designated mixed design, one is prescribed mixed design, one is standard mixed design, one is designed mix. So the generally mixed design, it is a procedure, proper procedure to mix the concrete in a certain ratio with aggregate, cement, water, admixture, and additives. So designated mixed design, in this mixed design, we are nominated the characteristic strength of the concrete, which will be, it can be 14 Newton, 13 Newton, whatever it is, and the quantity of the cement. It is fixed and inversely proportional and directly proportional to the water cement ratio. Second one is the prescribed mixed design. The controlled and the properties of the material to proceed a concrete mixed design with the requirement of the performance, conformities, strength, trial, mixed durability, workmanship, and other characteristics. This mix may having particular proportion for special finish, the structures, related structures. Standard mixed design, this mixed design is assurance to concrete required characteristic strength, the mix applicable for site batching, housing, etc. It is enable work to start where there is applicable for the site or the insufficient time for collection data, sport mixed design, and different purposes. This mixed design should not be used where sulfate and other strong chemical are exist in the ground. The judgment of the mixed design is the blending or similar to the application. This mix not recommended for special characteristic strength which is nominated on for the high range. Design mixed design, designed mix for the structure or other reason a higher than the normal designated may select the appropriate design mix. It should be also specified that this is on reinforcement, heated, pre-stress, pre-cast, whatever it is. The normal maximum size is 20 mm. This is not covered the potential concreting material. It can be potentially fit subject to the good practice in placing, compacting, finishing, and curing, where are not fit for the subject to good placing. Within the scope of this standard mix design, the selection of this material is used have broadly similar properties in the fresh and early stage of the development, ranges similar properties in the fresh concrete early stages of the development. The parameter of the design mix strength is also nominated, which is in the high range, like 14 Newton, 15 Newton, 60 Newton, whatever the requirements according to the structure and contract specification and the local codes. Main parameter of the judgment is the quality assurance. How we will assure this mixed designs within the range of the quality parameters. The following major factors, which are the quality measures: mean target compressive strength, we will consider this one; water cement ratio, water content used, required slump value and the aggregate size; cement content, concrete density, aggregate content, proportion of the fine and the coarse aggregate, So, apart from that, there are certain requirements. First of all, we will go to some suitability test. So these are the physical properties of the concrete. We should check according to the specification and the relevant standard. We should consider the fresh properties of the concrete, which is the temperature, slump workability, bleeding, and air content, density of the concrete. So these are the temperature record and the specimen cost. We should make the cost some specimen. Concrete grade also to be nominated. Maximum and minimum water content to be noted. Maximum water cement ratio and the chloride content to be noted. Alkali, silica, and alkaline reactivity to be minimize the risk of expansion and cracking due to alkali silica reaction. Workability, conformity, quality assurance, and sampling point. Acceptance of testing criteria, frequency, and demonstration. Type of aggregate, compacting, water, flow of the concrete. Poking and placing method, distance from the plant to the pouring point. Trial mix assessment, selection of admixture, conduct suitability test for all the raw materials. These are the passing 75 microns according to the BS or whatever the standard it is. Clay lumps, flakiness, elongation, aggregate crushing value, aggregate impact value, Los Angeles, abrasion test, 10% fine value, water absorption and specific gravities, bulk density uncompacted and bulk density compacted also, organic impurities, fines modulus, soundness, 5-cycle, magnesium sulfate and sodium sulfate, chemical test, sulfate content and chloride content, and the moisture of the aggregates. Then there are classes, class A and class B concrete. This is we will select according to the size of the aggregate. Class A concrete, it is recommended for the column, beams, and the critical items. Class B is recommended for the foundations, slabs, according to the specs and the local codes. So the concrete mix design, it will give you the proper range of the characteristic strength to come in a given parameter which are need to be complied. So for the next step, there are gradings, CV analysis for all aggregate sizes, either it is coarse or fine. Make all the CV analysis one by one. After that, we can make the blend test. For the blend, there are some, this is, we are talking about the by volume method. So we assume the 1.5% wide, cement 400 kg per cubic meter, and water cement ratio 0.45 or less, as per this is just example. So 0.45 into 400, this is 180 liters water, and the weight of cement, which is 400, divide 3.15 is equal to 127, and the white assume is 15%. So 1.5 total white percentage is equal to 1.5 into 100 divide minus 1000, which is our cubical content, and 120 plus 180 plus 15%. So we will minus this cement density from the cubical content, which we have already assumed the 1000 kg or 1000 liter. So 127, 180 plus 15, this we will minus from the 1000, it will give 687 liters by volume. So 687 multiplied by percentage of aggregate required for each fraction into specific gravity of aggregate. This will give us the unit weight. For example, 687 plus into 0.38, which is the aggregate percentage, into 2.690, which is a specific gravity, it will give you approximate 693 per unit. So 20 mm, suppose for the 20 mm, it is assumed 38%, 10 mm 20%, 5 mm 32%, and the dune sand is 10%. So all of this is equal to 100. Then this is our design calculation for 1 cubic meter. So whatever the quantity available required for the cumulative quantity, we will multiply this 1 cubic meter decimal to the required quantity. It will give us the complete required quantity. According to that, the batching will be that takes place. So this is the by volume method procedure for the mixed design. Then we are going to the plant trial. Next step is our plant trial. For the plant trial, we will apply the same envelope which we select according to the percentage. So it will, we will cast some around 21 set of cubes, which is 63 numbers, 3 for 1 day, 3 for 7 days, 3 for 1 day or 3 days, 7 days, and 28 days. We have the core for assessment. We have the dummy structure. We can take some cubes for the dummy structure, and one set for the durability, one set for the sulfate chloride profile. So whatever it is. So we'll continue monitor up to 28 days. We will start from the 1 day, 3 days, 7 days, up to 28 days strength. We will record this one, and all of the test results we will consider, and the dummy reinforced and non-reinforced also structure we will consider that course also, and durability test, all for durability, which is RCPT, surface resistance, chloride penetration test, water absorption, and water penetration, and the moisture content. So by different method, we will use that one and go to the one summary. We will plot the summary and complete report and consider the lab trial under the plant, under the room condition and the site condition. The concrete structure which will be dummy, it will show the site condition. And complete observation during 28 days for this structure, either there are some cracks coming or not coming. So in case if the test results of this trial mix is the mixed design, if it is confirmed and all are coming in the range, then we can finalize this mixed design and supply for designated project with where is our requirement. So this is brief about the mixed design, and next topic will be another subject. So thank you very much, and before going, I will request you to subscribe this session if you like, and thank you very much. We will see you in next section. Thank you very much.